It hurts sometimes when you're in that dark place. I need you to hold on. I need you to hold on strong and don't give up. Make an impact in this world. Don't look at it as though it's something that you gotta do temporary. Although we know that life is short, like the many people in this world, they didn't realize that the next day they was gonna be diagnosed with a cancer. They thought that tomorrow was gonna be waiting for them and they did not wake up. But you are still living. Now what do you have to do? How are you gonna move forward? How are you gonna proceed your life? Life is not a game. Life is living. I say to you right now that you must make it. I say to you right now that you must tell excuses, fear, and doubt that it has no place in your place of business. For this is your life. It hurts sometimes when you're in that dark place. I need you to hold on. I need you to hold on strong and don't give up.
Good evening, this is Black History 365 Days, with another extraordinary story making headlines today. Bryant Charles Gumbel, born September 29, 1948, is an American TV journalist and sportscaster. He's famous for co-hosting NBC's Today for 15 years. He's the younger brother of sportscaster Greg Gumbel. From 1995 to 2023, he hosted HBO's Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel, praised as TV's best sports program. It won a Peabody Award in 2012. Gumbel started with NBC Sports in 1975, co-hosting Grandstand. He covered various sports events until 1982 when he joined Today. He anchored Today from 1982 to 1997, earning Emmys and a large fan base. After leaving NBC, Gumbel moved to CBS, hosting various shows. He became co-host of The Early Show in 1999. On September 11, 2001, he was the first to announce the attacks. He left CBS in 2002. Gumbel was born in New Orleans, raised Catholic, and graduated from Bates College in 1970. He started his TV career in 1972 at KNBC TV in Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, get set for an engaging and enlightening show. Let's welcome our hosts, the brilliant Larry Moten, aka Extraordinaire, and the fantastic amazing Keith Fletcher. They've crafted the incredible show, Word on the Streets. Grab your favorite listening spot and tune in. Don't forget to invite your friends by sending them a quick text or a shout out on your favorite social media platform. We believe it's a show you won't want to miss.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Word on the Streets. And we are the amazing Keith Fletcher, and I am Extraordinaire. We're excited to be back with you all, friends. We know today is Wednesday. Welcome to you all. Thank y'all for supporting us, for tuning in, for for coming back and keep showing up and spreading and sharing our link. Thank you all so very much. And we're just excited to be with you all on this Wednesday evening, which is Fletcher and myself, our Friday, but it's definitely your hump day, your Wednesday. My brother from another mother, what's happening, Fletcher? How are you?
Man, I'm doing well, man, on this hump day on that our Friday. Hey man, just enjoying this nice little cool weather. It's cool right here in Texas. Ain't too hot, ain't too cool, So now enjoying my day, man, out there with them dogs, man, trying to get them all cleaned up, So just spending the day with them dogs, trying to get things together with them. How about you, brother?
Oh yeah, man. This weather, brother, this weather has been something to fall in love to, man. The weather been just so pleasant. Big, beautiful, clearer sky, clearer day, as you said, not hot. Temperature in the low 60s or middle 60.
Yeah.
Nice, pleasant breeze. Oh, it's been perfect. If there any such thing as a perfect day, perfect weather day, we've had them for the past 3 or 4 days in a row. Perfect weather day. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But man, I'm excited, man, to be here with you, especially today, because after yesterday, friends, neighbors, word on the street, community, family, we are experiencing an illness challenge among us in our family, the Moten family, and we had a meeting yesterday, a group call with the family, from siblings to nephews and nieces. But in our family, that's, to be perfectly honest with you all, there really isn't much of a distinction between nephews and brothers and sisters, to be honest with y'all. We grew up so close.
Yeah.
Until first cousins, nephews, and nieces. That was too far apart. We was mushed in like rice and gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like rice and gravy. And it was a beautiful experience and an indescribable feeling to feel that way again. I hadn't felt that way in connecting with my family in such a long, long time. And to have that experience again, in which we had yesterday evening, really was speechless and breathtaking. And so out of a bad situation, it turned out to be a beautiful experience, one that I hold in a special place in my spirit, heart, mind, and soul. It was a wonderful evening to be on the line with all of these amazing people that meant so much in my life growing up. And to have that opportunity was a wonderful experience in hearing everybody's voices. It was something. And so that kind of made yesterday a day like none other that I had an opportunity of experiencing in a long, long time. That's really kind of like, kind of put this day, kind of put everything in a different perspective. So, and I apologize if I went a little too long, but I wanted to explain and then describe it in a way that is fitting for how I felt on the inside.
Well said, man. Well said. Well said. But for me, man, it was like back in the childhood. Like in our family, we like to talk too. We're gonna talk over each other. Everybody trying to get their word in. But that day it was everybody took their time. You know what I'm saying? We prayed and lifted up our young cousin, our young family member. And everybody was there. But it felt good. I told them that every Sunday we used to go back in the day to my grandmother's house, and she would cook for everybody, and everybody would go there and eat. Eat from the grown up to the kids, and that's what it felt like. It's like a reunion like that over the phone. The energy was high. So I enjoyed it. Talking to everyone, speaking. So we're going to try to do this every month. We're going to try to get on the phone once a month and talk and connect. And watch the possibilities from that. Watch what happens from that. You know, where it's going to take us. So that's what it's all about. We're going to see where it's going to go from there. And man, I just think big things, great things, but it was powerful, you know. So that's what I'm looking forward for. Now we keep it up and keep going with it and moving forward with it.
And out of that, you see, friends, everything blooms another branch, another leaf, another flower. So out of that, Fletcher and I, we both was feeling, we were both on the same page without speaking. And that is how relationships are, you know, when you with your significant other, excuse me, gentlemen, excuse me, lady, it's not just man and woman. You know, we got to get out of these boxes that we have allowed the world to put us in. Your significant other is whom you are in close knit with. So we're in close knit, Fletcher and I, from doing these shows every Monday and Wednesday. It's no accident that we begin to develop these thoughts mutually at the same time, because he and I corresponded after that experience, and we both were thinking on the same level. Yeah. And what I'm talking about, friends, it's no accident tonight that we're talking about encouragement, because out of encouraging one another, a lot of good things happen. And you see, when we use words like encouragement and words like that and conversation like that, we think it's soft. We think it's so simple. And that's one of the biggest problems in our life and in this world today. We take things and we ignore it because we think it's too soft, it's insignificant. And that's a lie. And that lie have been passed on from one group to the next group until the whole world, everybody want to be the tough guy. Everybody want to be the gangster. And nobody want to be the common sense. And the common sense worked yesterday and it will work today. But because we have been bombarded with being so gangstified, everybody looking like each other, but very few people want to get back to some basic. You see, working a process to move your life forward, haven't changed. Going to school to get educated, haven't changed. Learning how to read and write, the basic, haven't changed. Building a home, haven't changed. See, foundation, come on, y'all. Foundation, Fletcher, you in the house and Mark, you into real estate. The basic haven't changed.
Yeah.
What changes is our attitude towards that. You see, we're living in a world and society now where people, we don't want to do the basic because we think it's weak. And once somebody put weakness on your manhood, it makes you don't want to be associated with anything being weak. And once somebody put weak now in today's society on a woman, up and coming lady, you don't want to be associated either, because nobody want to be identified with being weak. Now the question to you, who said it was weak? You see, we buy into this novelty talk about weakness. But getting back to encouragement. Encouragement provides a sense of confidence. When you've been bruised by the darkness of your day from a job, you had a tough day on the job, you made a bad investment and you lost a lot of money. You ran a red light and you got a ticket. You did something stupidly and you had to pay the price for it, the consequence of it. We all have made mistakes. And whether you made a mistake or not, bad things gonna happen to you. That's life. So when bad things happen to you by your own doing or not by your own doing, you feel pretty, you don't feel too good. You feel pretty shitty. But when you get someone who come along and meet you where you are, feeling down and low and just not feeling that great about yourself. And someone can encourage you and lift you up. Words of encouragement provide a sense of confidence. It rebuilds your confidence. It reduces stress and anxiety. And it reinvigorates you to get back in it, to get back up, brush yourself off, try it again. I didn't mean to go off like that or go on like that. But,
You're right.
you know, it just, my cup is full because I grew up and I'm passionate about it because I have allowed others to mess with my thinking. And now since I got my foot on solid ground now, I resent. It's like Marcus Taylor said, you should take it personal. And I take it personal now. I take little stuff like that personal, whereby I let you slide before. You had me before, but I done retain and accepted common sense back. I welcome common sense, Fletcher. I like common sense. You don't like me liking common sense and you want to ridicule me, go right ahead. It don't bother me. I'm going to stay on this caution. I'm going to stay on the side of common sense. And don't mean I'm going to be so cautious. I'm not going to take action. I'm going to take action. I'm going to take risks. I'm going to do it more intelligently than I did before. I'm not going to be a fool and foolish. But common sense is all right with me. And we're going to move on with the show, man. But come on, Fletcher. I'm sorry I kind of went long, brother. But I would definitely love to hear some feedback from you.
No, like I said, you said the word big, man. You allow people to get you that. So if we work on that, stop letting we allowing people to or things to take us to that, to take us to places of anger or disappointment, or to take us there to be discouraged, take us to be depressed, that would change there. So that's why I just leave it at that. We're going to the show, but we allow things to happen. And we always say it on this thing, we just say it all the time, but it's two sides of everything. It's two sides of corn, two sides of bread. Wherever that bad, good has to be in it. Good had to be in it. So you got to look for it. So yeah, let's go and start the show. We get to it, man.
Yeah.
Embrace that.
Today's headlines.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jones, reporting to you from WOTS.
Within the last century, genes were thought to be static, unaffected by the environment, according to Gregor Mendel's 1865 model. But the emergence of epigenetics in 1942 changed that. Environmental factors, like diet and lifestyle, influence gene function. For example, identical twins may have different health outcomes due to varied environments and behaviors. Nutritional epigenetics explores how diet affects genes across generations. Research on the Dutch hunger winter during World War II showed that famine caused lasting changes in gene expression, leading to health issues in subsequent generations. Studies on animals revealed that both maternal and paternal diets influence offspring's health. For instance, a mother's diet during pregnancy and a father's diet at conception affect gene expression in offspring. Overall, adopting a healthy lifestyle, including a balanced diet, can positively impact future generations' health. Lifestyle choices influence genetics is crucial for promoting long-term health. Optimism is essential for entrepreneurs, surpassing even grit and charisma in importance. Research from the Harvard Business Review reveals that optimists are 40% more likely to advance in their careers and 5 times less likely to experience burnout than pessimists. For entrepreneurs, maintaining optimism is crucial for thriving amidst challenges. Lexi Hartman, CEO of iHeart Content, describes entrepreneurship as the art of optimism, especially considering that 45% of new businesses fail within 5 years. Optimism transforms challenges into opportunities, failures into lessons, and uncertainties into possibilities. Hillary Walsh, founder of New Frontier Immigration Law, credits her success to unwavering optimism. Amanda Lean, founder of Minutia Content Company, notes that optimism calms clients, helps in marketing, attracts clients, influences teams and clients positively. Strategic optimism, grounded in reality, empowers entrepreneurs to navigate challenges creatively. It fuels resilience, innovation, and decision-making, making it an entrepreneur's best asset.
Reporting from WOTS. Now, back to the show.
Imagine having all the juicy show notes, insider information, and resources right at your fingertips. Whether it's a recap of tonight's episode on transforming lives, one choice at a time, or a deep dive into last week's show on habits that transform, surprising ways to change your life, our newsletter has you covered. And the best part, it's completely free. Don't miss out on this opportunity to stay informed, inspired, and empowered. Sign up today and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Click the link in the description and sign up now. Remember, it's never too late to make a positive change.
Life was given for a reason. We exist for a reason. We were put on this earth to do great things. But the challenges, ladies and gentlemen, the challenges had to happen. They must happen. They will happen. But we must carry on. What do we do with the life that has been given? How do we face the circumstances that have been brought before us? Do we give up? Do we stand up? Do we push through? Those are the questions that we ask each and every day when we are faced with adversity. Ladies and gentlemen, no one said it was supposed to be easy. Hard times create tough mass. Tough mass creates tough characters. But you got to carry on. So when it gets tough, you gotta get tough. Hard times, what do we do? How do we get through it? Do we stress? Or do we take a rest from it? Do we know how to turn it up? Or do we know how to turn it off? When I say turn it up, I say turn it up right now and fight the good fight. I say go through these challenges. I say face them. I say I got this. I say I will. I say I must. I say I must do. But I mustn't give up. I don't have the right to give up. You don't have the right to give up. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. But getting knocked down or getting knocked back doesn't mean you stop living. It doesn't mean you stop growing. It doesn't mean you don't carry on. You're going to always have a challenge. You're going to always be tested. But do you have the capacity? Do you have the mental capacity to accept it, but not accept defeat? You don't give up because it's hard. You don't give up because it's challenging. You don't give up on you.
Don't give up, friends. Fletcher, won't you serve up that dinner, man?
You can hear me good on extraordinary, right?
I hear you, brother.
Yeah. Nah, man, you can't give up on this, man. I want to make that point, man. This week, man, I had some friends of mine that I know that got into some things, got into some situations, and being a part of it, because seeing someone go off, because that used to be me, man. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was quick to react, quick to get angry, quick to, ready to fight, as you were saying. And it happened one morning when the guy was having a discussion. Another guy, another actor group came in. He was pointing his point, and the guy, one of my friends, he just went off and started going off cursing and going. and was at work at the gym, and I'm telling him, calm down, man. But anyway, once he calmed down, the guy I said, man, that man had his right to his opinion. But man, he did this, he said this. I say, and it's funny for me to say it, he's laughing, but I was like, but everybody got the right to their opinion, man. You can't say what he did controlled you. You know, he did not control you, make you go off. You had the right still self-control. You had the choice, you know what I'm saying, to listen to what he had to say. And if you didn't agree, to walk away or don't say anything. You know, we be so ready and we so ready to get into it with people. We so angry, man, and about things, you know. And a young lady had the same thing. A young lady was talking to one of my clients, and one of my clients walked off, and she didn't like it. But she shouldn't have walked off from me. I said she had the right to walk off if she feel, you know. But if she wouldn't have walked off, I wouldn't have been this. But see, again, we're allowing people, like you said, when you said that law, we're allowing things to come in our life, and then we want to say them things cause those. You know what I'm saying? It's not true. You have a choice. You know what I'm saying? That was said in the Bible, you know, God give you choices. That's the choice. You have a choice to do these things, you know. And I'm aware that I used to do the same thing, and I'm still working on it. But like you said, you got to have the right people around you and encourage you. Say, hey, no, you know, this one lady told me about this. She said, Keith, a lot of people is like this. A lot of people is in the bottle, a ketchup bottle. They in the bottle, but they can't see what the ingredients on the outside. They can't read the label. You can read the label and tell them that they hot, they said, but they can't see themselves doing this. And when you try to explain it to them, they're not hearing it, but you see it. That's what I tell. So I tell people that I use that now. A lot of things that we in the neighbor. So when somebody trying to tell you something or encourage you, and you want to blow it off, you can't see yourself at times. And you got to be good to listen to somebody, especially somebody care about you, to listen to what they're saying, because they can help you out. They can help you go a long way with the things that you don't recognize, the things that you're doing. But that goes along with trust too. We have a lot of issue with trust. So if you trust, you know what I'm saying? I told somebody, they're like, man, I don't trust nobody. I said, well, he said, you trust everybody? I said, I don't trust everybody. I trust God. You know what I'm saying? I trust that he would send the right people to me. And I trust and believe that everything have a good and bad. It's good and bad. It got it's good, bad. I mean, anything bad, good got to come out of it. So I trust that too. You know, so some principles that you got to put in your life to carry you through. And I'm sorry about I'm stepping on over my words, but that's what I believe. It's a belief. Again, your belief control your behaviors. But a lot of time our behaviors are controlling our beliefs. You saying what somebody should have done to you, they could have did this. That's a behavior. And that's controlling your belief that you think you have the right to react in a certain way. But we need to turn that around. Go ahead, Extraordinary.
Man, we can't overstress. We can't simplify the importance of having the right people in your circle.
Yeah.
That is so important because, as I said earlier, for those of you all who might have missed our early conversation, we're going to miss it sometime in life. We're going to blow it. We're not always going to be cool, calm, and collected. We're going to get out of character sometime. That's life. We're going to get disappointed sometime. That's life. We are going to make mistakes by our own actions and doing.
Exactly.
And sometimes not doing anything, bad things going to happen to you. It's just part of living. You go to bed one night and you wake up, you check your checking account on, and you realize some funny business that went on. Or for whatever reason, or you wake up like the speaker said, you go to bed one night, you wake up the next day, you go get your physical, and they find out, we see something here. Illness.
I woke up like that.
See what I'm saying? No, this is real life, man.
Yeah, that's real life, man.
That's real life. That's real life.
Yeah, you get that call. That's a serious. Yeah, that's real life.
And if you don't have the right people at those crucial times, it could be more devastated.
That's true. Yep.
It could be more devastated, which is why the younger I get in life, friends, the less critical I am of homeless people. You see, when you got it going on, sometimes I'm not saying you all word on the street community, but some of us probably have made opinion or judgment or of others, not even knowing people, what led someone to the condition that they're in. You can have guesses or what have you, but we don't know everybody's story. I never forget Les Brown did a good example of this in one of his speech. He said that people would make fun of this man because he was have a stroller and he would have 2 plastic baby in the stroller, and when he walked by, he would always make the sound of a chicken. And they call him Chicken Man. But he said after watching this man behave like that, which we all would say that's weird. That's weird. Obviously, that is weird. And it will cause you to laugh. But one day, Les Brown thought he'll find out why this man dressed like he dressed with a stroller with the 2 plastic babies. And he found out what led that man to living mentally like that. The man's wife and kids got burned up in their home. He was unable, the firefighters wouldn't let him go in to save his family. And he was devastated. He was devastated so bad until he continued to relive that moment. We don't know, friends, why other people are in that situation. And we make judgment. Sometimes drugs, let's say a vice. We all have vices. Maybe doing drugs not your vice. Maybe alcohol is your vice, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's smoking your vice, maybe it's not. But we all have vices. What make you so good that you could judge and ridicule someone else of their vice? What I'm saying, friends, the circle get really, really, really small when you start pointing the finger at yourself, which is something we talk about all the time. We have to stop focusing and pointing outside of ourselves and complaining outside of ourselves when the fingers must first start with you. Heal you first. Get you fixed first. And then when you get yourself together like that, so that when hard times do come, you can see clearly now to know that, boy, I'm sure is glad I got a family member like you that I can lean on. I got a good friend like you that I could just openly talk to. See, because midnight gonna come. It will come. It will rain. And having the right support system around you, I can't overstress it or state it enough. So important. Words of encouragement reduces stress and anxiety. Fear, some point in time in your life, you will face fear. Some point in time in your life, you will have some doubts. In some point in time in your life, you will experience some storms, some setback, some disappointment. We're encouraging you today. These are fletching out words of encouragement to you. We've been singing this song, friends, and we're not going to stop. Get you right. There's a whole lot of opportunities out there looking for you, waiting on you. We want to move you forward. You want more money? Money looking for you to give it to you. You want another career? There's a career out there looking for you, waiting on you. You want a home? There's a home out there waiting on you, looking for you. Whatever it is you want, it wants you. But you got to get you together. You got to get ready for all that wants you. Fletcher gonna give me that umbrella, man, because I'm getting wet.
Yeah. But you said it's you. You know, we keep saying you know, Eric Thomas or the book, man, you owe you. A lot of this pointing at you. It's just you. And I had to find it out it was me that caused a lot of my issues with me. And I had a lot of good people around me. Just like you said, I got that call when I had cancer. You know, I had a lot of good people around me that helped me through that. You know, a lot of people helped me through, you know, even strangers helped me through. A word of encouragement, tell me you're going to be all right. Let me pray with you, help me through, you know. Seeing family coming down, you know, friends, you know, just being there for you, you know. You're going to make it through it, you know. So, but the whole thing about it, if you're so wrapped up and so depressed in you and you don't believe it, you can't, like, and I know it's on the word, that you can't achieve it. The problem inside of you, man, and I understand it because when I was going through, it was heavy. It was heavy when I was going through cancer. It was heavy that my wife would tell me, you're not going on. When I would get mad, like, man, hey, reality, let's get to reality. I wasn't scared of dying. The part I was scared of was leaving my kids, you know, behind and like what they had made. Not my wife, she got hers, but what may happen with my kids, you know what I'm saying, without their father. That's the part that hit me in the gut. That's the part that hurt me. I'm telling you, I wasn't scared of leaving this earth. It was just to think about what going forward with not my kids not having their father in their life, you know. I had left insurance, money was all right. My wife, I felt, you know, she grown, but my kids. So, and other people have other reasons. Like you said, a man seeing the kids, I can't imagine that's happening to them. I mean, you got to watch them. That happened to you, you know, in your mind. But we had to have someone get some help, and people can help you. But we don't allow people to help us. You know what I'm saying? We don't allow people to come and say, hey, and I did a talk about this on Facebook. You know, you got snot on your face, and they'll argue you down. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? And it's hurtful. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm about to hurt you, but I'm about to tell you something that won't hurt. Keep going on. You know what I'm saying? It might be hurtful telling you something, but we're trying to end the hurt that lasts that long. Just right now, instant. Just wipe that snot off your face, so you don't have to go through life and somebody keep telling you that. So that's what it's about. Someone can come in your life. You sit in that bottle. You can't see the ingredients. You can't see what you're doing, and someone tell you they're not hating on you. They're not hating on you. They're trying to help you. Right. And once I really realized that for myself, I can speak for myself, and I start realizing, man, the whole world opened up, possibilities open up for me. I'm telling you, I love to meet someone and see, even when we disagree, I want to know why that person disagrees.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I really want, like, say, my partner got into it with that guy, and I was telling him, like, man, I want to really listen to why he think the way he think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't claim to say I'm right all the time. I might be wrong. Let me see if I'm wrong. You know, let's have a discussion. I might be wrong.
That's beautiful too, man. You want to see, man, what that it's kind of intriguing to find out how you so passionate about your point of view. So I want to look at how you got there.
How did you get there? What made you get there? You know what I'm saying? Let's go back, you know what I'm saying, and figure out together, because I know I got issues that I have, and you might point them out to me, and I want to say, well, I never saw that. Because at the end of the day, we all trying to get better. I know I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to learn, you know, I'm seeking ye shall find. I'm trying to seek something to find something, you know. So that's what me, you know what I'm saying? And before I was like that, I was very unhappy, man. That's a very unhappy, miserable life being like that. And I was like that. I was talking to one of my friends about that. I said, man, I grew up, you know, people I would like tell me, like, man, why you don't smile? I said, I grew up not like that. It was always trying to show, like you said, that toughness, like, man, you don't want to mess with me. Intimidation, you know. I grew up like that. And I told him, I say, most of us in this now, most of people are wearing masks.
Yes.
Most people walking around here with a mask
Absolutely.
on. And I say, I'm telling you, I live that life, and it's very tiring to walk
Right.
around here worrying about what somebody think.
Right.
They're going to see this. How
Right.
they going to be in my business. They're going to find out about this. It's overwhelming. I'm telling you. See, that's not peace. That is not peace. Like extraordinary say, man, you tell everything. I am peaceful in who I am. I know who I am. Because first off, I know, like my girl, hey, I ain't got no problems. Somebody else got way more problems than me. And some way I can tell somebody to help them to get through their problems. If I can say something on here to help them release themselves and come closer to peace, so well, me, I'm ready to do it, man. So that's what I come here to inspire, encourage people, man, to release that mask, take that mask off. Because at the end of the day, man, you was giving your name, your social security number, you was giving everything, even your religions, you were giving everything about your childhood, who you are, what you're going to be. Your teacher told you this, your coach told you this, the pastor told, the man around the corner, when you were walking, they told you wasn't going to be nothing. You don't even know who you are. Somebody else built you. That's not the real you. That's why I say renew your mind, man. I encourage you to really look deep in yourself and say, hey, and look at the good. Yeah, that was me, but that's not me anymore. That's why you got to have the right people around you, man. The right people around you will take you, man, take you so far. Man, even like we were talking about in your job. I got the right person around me, man, and encourage me, man. Next thing you know, I'm working in construction, making the most money I ever made at that time. And been on and on since then. He done made just meeting him open a whole nother level that I didn't even know existed. Just meeting that person and then meeting another person. And it's all about the connection. So if somebody's showing you, encouraging you, and they want to help you, I advise you to at least listen, man, and see what the possibilities can come. Go ahead, Sean.
Man, the folks in the chat room, man, Flex, they burning it up. Selena is, man, and LaDiana, man, they really saying some great things. Selena say, yes, indeed, we all need to be more open for positive possibility. Yes, yes, yes. Look, friend, this thing here, and I'm wondering, I want to ask the people in the chat room, I want to ask people in the community, Word on the Street community, anybody who's tuned in right now, Fletcher and I have a question. Why do we think, maybe two questions. Why is being tough? Let me word it another way. Where do you think, Fletcher, when do you think this toughness, okay. Why is common sense is reviewed as being so soft that we should wear the mask of being the tough person, the tough guy, the tough woman, instead of being more attracted to common sense? Why? That's a question.
I can say I always played like, if you know me, I walk around. I say I was considered a tough guy. Somebody looked at me and thought I was a tough guy. You know, I know my environment, what I grew up in. You know, I tell my son that. I tell my kids that you ain't got to fight for nobody. I done had enough fights for everybody in this house. I don't fight enough for everybody in this house. You ain't got to lift your finger to fight nobody. And I just tell them that fighting never got me anywhere. When I started being intelligent and talking to people, that's when it changed my life. You don't have to fight with your fist. You know, we looking back in the days when Martin Luther King was saying, you know, don't fight with them, man. And I didn't understand that. But as you know, my grandmother used to say, you'll learn by and by. You get more done communicating than fighting with the fist. Don't get me wrong, there's going to be a time that you got to. You know what I'm saying? But that shouldn't be the first, you know what I'm saying, to be put forth. So, like I say, a lot of things, I'm telling you, I was in the military. I went to college. You know, I've been all around a lot of guys from different states, different areas. And most people wearing masks. You know, I'd have been in jail. You hear the guy talking how tough he was and who he know. You can tell like he lying, you know. Everybody wearing a mask, man. And that mask, you trying to be that person that ain't, and it's exhausting. It's very exhausting, man. You know, people see me now and I'm walking up. I'm so used to walking around with my face looking serious, but they think I'm mad, but I'm thinking. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking all the time. You know what I'm saying? And they'll say, "Man, why you?" I'm like, "Man, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was in a zone, you know." But
you're thinking about what you're thinking about. Why I'm thinking about that.
I'm constant, man. I'm trying to win. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my mind ain't constantly especially ain't on nobody and no drama. You know what I'm saying? I told this guy that story. Was in the gym. He like, man, you know, you walk around here, you got people scared of you, looking all mean. I said, what you mean, man? He said, people scared to say that. I said, man, did you come up to me? He like, yeah. I said, did we talk? We became friends. He like, yeah. I said, so what you talking? I said, listen there, God protecting all of us. I say, God keep the right people in my come to me, and He keep the wrong people away from me. And I say, and by the way, the person that they think I am, I can't be that person. So I say, look how God protected everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you get to know me, you're going to love me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. You get perception of is, but you give people a chance. But people wearing masks, man. But we get to know people and start culture in different places. Like somebody from California and somebody from New York, man, they just got different cultures. And we'll say we all American, we Black American. But if you were born in New York and you born in California, you're going to be different. You born in Chicago, you born in Atlanta, you have different cultures there. Florida, the Texas, all of us. We all Black American, but all of us got different cultures, different ways of thinking. So that's what it is, man. And we try to come and put us together, and that's what it's called. You know what I'm saying? You put that mask on and try to be something that you're not. And really, it ain't about that, man. We ain't at war with each other. We need to just try to work together and get to understand each other's differences. And that's what the party is. Just like I met people from India, people from Cuba, people from Saudi Arabia. You know, I don't know that they just culturally different. People from Africa, they just got different cultures, different ways of doing it. And when we communicate and get to understand it and get to understand each other, man, you'll see that, man, we got a lot in common that we thought we didn't. Because if you got a man and a woman, you got children, you know what I'm saying? You got a religion, you got a lot of things in common right down off the bat.
Right. And I see Ladiana just said in the comment, being tough to protect yourself, definitely. But I'm all for common sense. I find it insulting when others think you don't know how to use it. Yes. Let me tell y'all something, folks.
Yeah,
Let me tell y'all something right now. This notion about being
come on, personal development for the soul. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
What was that you just said?
I was telling them all. I got Facebook on the thing. I was telling them if y'all want to come see a show, come. I got it live on my phone.
Okay, good. Go give me that information again before I continue.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. If y'all looking on Facebook, man, what we doing is that on YouTube on personal development for the soul. Man, why don't you come check us out and subscribe with us? Personal development for the soul. Thank you. Go ahead, Sonia.
Because this is important right here. This is good stuff. Okay, another comment in the chat room. Selena said, and then sometimes you just gotta check. You gotta check it up and charge it to the game. Bottom line.
Yeah.
Nothing gonna happen unless you choose the right path. Keep God in your life. Okay. Let me say this, friends. This notion about encouragement and when being the tough guy, the tough woman, the tough lady, however we want to slice it. Let me tell you how much society, the people with the money, with the deep pocket, value encouragement. Look at any corporation, any sports, they have a coach or they have a corporate manager, corporate leader. You have a team of millionaires playing basketball, but they got a coaching staff. And they willing to pay those coaches, millions and millions of dollars to do what? To encourage those players. If they playing the best out of 7 games and they lose the first one, that coach, besides teaching them about new plays they can incorporate, they got to encourage them from that loss they just had. That's how expensive, that's how valuable encouragement is. In the game of sports, when you lose a game, it don't mean you've lost the championship. You got to look, you lost that play, Fletcher. You played football. You like football.
Yeah.
You missed that tackle. You missed that pass, but you got 4 more quarters to go. Man, you got another 40-some minutes to play. I can't have you with your head hung down because you missed that opportunity. You got a lot more opportunity. And so a coach got to do what? He got to keep you built up mentally, emotionally. It's not just sports, friends. It's not just sports. It's in your relationship. Hell, it's with you. That's why it's necessary. If they think it's necessary for a team to have a coach, and they do, you don't see no team without a coaching staff. They know you got to have the right people around you. People with the deep pocket know you got to surround yourself with the right people. In the corporate world, they know they got to have the right people so that the wheels of commerce could keep turning. The money can keep flowing. We can't have a free for all where everybody just doing what they want to do. And when it don't work out, everybody feeling down, defeated, deflated, and everybody throwing in the towel. No, it's always someone to rally the troops. Let's take those same corporate examples, those same sports analogies, and let's apply them to ourselves in our own life. Encouragement must be something. See, I started looking at things like that. It must be something to this. Wonder why they do it like that on that level. But we don't here on the ground. We wanna do it our way. I wonder why things keep happening. The same old situation keep happening to us the same old way.
But I you know what I think it is, Troy. I grew up and I played football in Louisiana. You know, I didn't understand the things you just said. Having a coach, listen to the coach, and being a part of the team. Very defined. When the military, very defined. Track, never very defined. Marriage, like you said, it goes on to your marriage, it's going on to the jobs you had, it goes on to your life. So the company that I worked for, my last company I worked for, and I walked in, and I'm gonna tie it all in together. And right when I come in, you know, they hire me, and I'm meeting everybody, and I meet the owners. There's 3 brothers. The culture was so different. The culture was so, it blew my head. It blew my mind. Like you could feel it when you walked in the building. Everybody was about winning. Everybody was about doing your job. Everybody about growing. You know what I'm saying? Believing in the product. Believing in the company. Mm-hmm. Then I went and met the customers, the people that we sold homes to. They believe in it. Matter of fact, if you knew a home who bought a home from them, they bought a second home. They bought a third home. But they told people about the home. Oh, the culture was real. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, I make a difference. I never experienced nothing like that. I say, man, that's what I want. Then, like you said, now, why can't we take that and put that in real life? I say, so I started taking it to my home life. Like, if they can do that there, I can have it with my wife, you know, my kids, my children, you know what I'm saying, my friends. But see, the reason you say why we don't have it, because we don't know how it looks, and then when we try to do it, we fail. It's like you said, I'm 50, I'm 40 some years old trying to do something that I really don't know how I felt and I seen it, but now I'm trying to do it. Then I'm trying to change and give that to my family. They looking at me like, wait a minute, what you on? Something wrong, you know? But it took time. The thing is, we give up on things where you see you give up on it, man. So now imagine we had a basketball team with LeBron, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, Magic Johnson, all that. Imagine putting them all on the court and try to let them play games together on the team. You think that would go well? All of them want the ball. All of them mad they ain't getting the ball. Yeah. All of them shooters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You need a coach. You need a coach. You need a coach.
Sit up there and say, hey, so-and-so we got time. We're going to break it all the way down to the minute, how long the game is, what minute is, what play set up for you. It got to be written up. Because all they want to do is they want the ball. Give me the ball. Why I ain't got the ball? So-and-so had the ball. Who got to fix that? Who got to come and fix that? A leader, a coach. So like you said now, you call yourself in your marriage, you the leader, whoever the man, you say the man's supposed to be. If your player, your wife, your kid is not happy, they dismayed, you got to figure out a way. You got to encourage them and find a way to build your team, to build your tribe, to build your kingdom, whatever you want to call it, the right way. And it starts, like they're saying, at the foundation, man. It starts with the foundation, and then it starts. And I'm telling you, Troy, when I started, we had our business. I told my family, I fired all of them because I was mad, and I was doing it the wrong way. I had to change. I had to build them up and encourage them, saying what they did right. Because everybody going to make mistakes. How you going to expect them to know something, coming in something? So you got to do a lot of encouragement to get the thing, get the way it should go. Because I remember when I fired them and I told them to come back, they said they didn't want to come back because I wasn't encouraged. I just wanted to get the job done. It's more than just getting the job done.
Yeah.
It's how you get the job done, how you lift people up, how you want. Because at the end of the day, you want somebody to do something for you.
Right.
You need something from them.
Right.
But when you're so caught up in yourself, and don't get me wrong, everybody been through something in their life. I'm saying it's been like I did a show about a week ago and I was telling people, I know people that they've been molested by their own father. Imagine carrying that baggage that your own father did that to you. Personally know someone that's been through these things. But if you saw that person, you would never be able to tell that. You would never be able to tell that person that went through that.
Right.
And then had to go through it and still go see their father.
And wear that mask.
And wear that mask.
Yeah. But that's what we're talking about, Fletcher. People walking around with masks and things we don't know, man, that we sitting on the side of. We don't have no clue what they concealing on the inside.
Yeah. So imagine that happened now. They done lost trust from someone that close. So now you don't think it's hard for them to trust you. Now you come in automatically thinking it's about you. And then you don't even know what about them. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when the empathy come in, humbling yourself and understand. And I try to do that now, knowing these things as I get older. I try to understand that you never know what someone's going through. It ain't about somebody you think they're attacking. It ain't about you. A lot of things we see that's going on in the world, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's them. A lot of mental problems.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of disappointments in their life.
Right.
Alcohol, drugs, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those things, but you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Finances, man.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't even have an idea or vision. That can be like, they just, I don't know what divorce. You know, we went through divorce. So we need encouragement. We need to embrace encouragement around. We need to get the right people around you to uplift you, but you also got to listen and take action and listen too. You got to recognize that too from people. So that's what I want to say, Sean.
Man, that is, this really is a wonderful conversation because having the freedom to be able to express yourself, it relieves a lot of stress, a lot of burden. To find that safe place where you can really express your vulnerabilities to someone. Oh man, that's a wonderful thing. This is why I think this is one of the reasons why therapy is so necessary.
The right therapist.
The right there. That's why it's so necessary too, because it is important that you can find a safe place and a safe person to express yourself. Mm-hmm. You said it so well, man. We are walking around with some deep deep-seated wounds. Many are walking around with wounds that need to be able to express that feeling, that emotion out loud to someone without feeling you're going to be judged, without judgment, or feeling like they're going to go on and spread what I'm talking about. A safe place, a trusted ear. We all need that so that we can, healing ourselves. As I said, Dr. Wayne Dyer said it so well. You can't give away what you don't have. And it's not that we're not capable of having things, stumbling blocks, things within ourselves sometimes prevents us or slow us down from having some things. And in order to get the things that we truly want, it's necessary to move those things out of our way so that we can have a free-flowing current, so that we can be free from these deep-seated wounds inside. And speaking of all that, friends, my show Lunch Break, which usually air every Friday at noon, I think I'm switching that to Saturday at noon. So Lunch Break would be Saturday at noon, and I will be talking more about on the same line of conversation about how our thoughts and things on this pattern, removing these obstacles from our inner self, the concept, the ideal of building oneself up from the inside so that we could be a full person, a total person on the inside, and we can make better decisions in our life. And for the life that really means so much to us, we can be able to think more clearly and make better decisions out of that. Fletcher, man, I can't believe a whole hour have passed us by again, man. And we had some good exchange in that chat room, man. What say you, Fletcher?
Yeah, I just want people to, we all say things like, this is who I am, this is how I was raised, I can't change, this is what I came out, the environment I came out, that's a lie. That's a cop-out. We just got to keep working.
I agree. We got to keep working on ourselves.
Keep changing.
That's right.
Forward. And I'm telling you to get through it. You got to keep trying to grow, get better every day. And I'm telling you, keep on going, but you got to put something in it. You got to start reading. You got to start encouraging yourself, developing yourself, man. I'm telling you, you got it because you got so much ahead for you. So that's what I have for y'all, man. Come check us out on YouTube, Personal Development for the Soul, man, on YouTube, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Man, you said that so well, man. We got to keep working on ourselves, friends. There's so much waiting for us all. There's so many things we desire. We want better out of life. We want more out of life, and life want to give us more.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Word on the Streets. And we are live every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Can't wait to see y'all again. Word on the Street. Thank y'all again for tuning in.